Sources say President Trump does not plan to concede, even if Joe Biden is projected to win and declares victory. We are closely watching Pennsylvania, where Biden is in the lead. Winning that state would put him over the 270 electoral votes needed to secure the presidency, as we said earlier. So for more on this, I want to bring in Meridith McGraw. She's a White House reporter for Politico. Meridith, welcome. Great to have you with us. How is the White House currently responding to Biden's lead in Pennsylvania and Georgia?
Publicly, they've been defiant. We've seen that with President Trump. Even though he has nothing on his public schedule today, he did just release a statement through his campaign where he said, we will pursue this process through every aspect of the law to guarantee that the American people have confidence in our government, and I will never give up fighting for you and for our nation. Now, in talking to sources on the campaign, they have said that the president does not have any plans to concede if, in fact, the race tightens even more and Biden shows to be the clear winner here. The president is going to continue pushing forward with these legal challenges that his campaign has mounted. Although I will say, in talking to these people, there is a recognition that this is a real uphill battle. And there is an amount of PR that goes into this. They are really laying the groundwork for the president to be able to claim that he thinks this election is illegitimate. And it's something that the president has been laying the groundwork for months. He has encouraged his own supporters to not use mail-in ballots. And we've seen how that's backfired for him in this case. And he's also talked about widespread voter fraud, which we have not seen any evidence of so far. So there is an understanding that this really is an uphill battle, and you shouldn't expect to see the president come out anytime soon to say that he concedes this race.
Right. And, as you said, his public image has been very defiant. He said he will not concede, even if Biden declares victory. So is there any update on this position, though, as Biden seems, not only on the cusp of winning Pennsylvania, but, on the cusp of winning Nevada? You could say Georgia's too close to call. You can say Arizona's too close to call. But he may very well end up winning all of these, toss-up states. Would the Trump administration continue to go forward with litigation in that case?
It seems so. They are planning on pressing forward no matter what. That seems to definitely be the stance of the president himself. Although one person close to the campaign I did talk to this morning said that if Biden does end up winning here, this is kind of a perfect scenario for the president, because he will be able to claim that the party, they brought in more voters, minority voters. They held on potentially to the Senate. They picked up more seats than they expected in the House. And the president will be able to go on saying that he thinks he was robbed of this election, which fits into the talking points, certainly that he's had for a long time now.
He has liked to paint a picture of himself as constantly beleaguered and constantly the target of sort of either a mysterious campaign to bring him down or a very specific one, depending on your point of view. But I'm sure that will continue. Now, in terms of these lawsuits that are likely to also continue, the Trump campaign has already launched several of them. But there doesn't seem to be, or at least I seem to be missing it, a sort of concrete legal strategy that unites them. What do we know about their legal strategy going forward?
Well, it varies state to state, and that's been a frustration by some on the campaign. They've talked about, Florida in 2000, that was just one state, and they feel that it really is a challenge being able to push all of these different legal, these lawsuits in states across the country that, of course, have different election laws. They're dealing with different scenarios, and they're alleging different things. It's not just one state like Florida where they can really narrow in on things. And we've seen the campaign dispatch some of their top surrogates, top aides, everyone from Rudy Giuliani and Pam Bondi and Corey Lewandowski and David Bossie, they're all out there in these different states trying to make their case and trying to do it in front of TV cameras, as we saw yesterday, to try to garner up some support there on the ground. But it really is going to be an uphill battle for them. The legal path is really narrow in some of these states, but the Trump campaign's general counsel came out with a statement this morning that said that they are still going to be pressing forward regardless of what happens here.
All right, so certainly no end in sight. All right, well, Meridith McGraw, thank you so much.
Thank you.